Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show to talk about some some NBA here tonight, so let's get right into it. So the first thing I'll talk about is Gilbert Arenas. So, Gilbert Arenas, he says Tyler Hero has been the first option on the Heat for the last 2 years. End quote. Tyler Hero got hurt before the playoffs, but if you look, he was damn near leading the league in scoring, period, end quote. Leading what league in scoring? Is it really that hard to tell? He was just talking about the Heat team. I mean, maybe he was just talking about. Maybe he meant the Heat, but he said the league. So I mean, I don't know if you'd say, just on the Heat. He said he was leading he was damn near leading this league in scoring. No, he wasn't. And their best player is still Jimmy or Bam. One of those two. He has short bursts, but he's still kind of inconsistent. Excuse me. So we have some news regarding Reggie Miller. TNT is extending Reggie Miller's contract per FOS, Front Office Sports. Why?
Oh my god.
Sucks. He does not deserve it. Probably the most annoying commentator out there. Dude is a hater. Like I swear he acts jealous on every broadcast, and watching paint dry is more entertaining than listening to fucking Reggie Miller. Just God knows this is undeserved. He's the most mid commentator they got. I just don't think he's a good commentator. At least, Kirby! Hell no, man. So an Eastern Conference executive had the following quote here to talk about New Orleans. End quote. New Orleans has to make a decision between Zion and Ingram. I think that happens this summer. Period. End quote. Eyes emoji. No, they don't. Do they? I don't think it's going to happen this summer. Do they really have to make a decision between two? Can they just not pay them both? It's not an executive, all these different rumors. I think it's a sports so-called writer. And they're going to do the same thing they did with Tatum and Brown a year ago. But I mean, both players do look significantly better on both ends when the other isn't playing. I think they might make a decision with those two players, but maybe financially they'll have to. I don't know. I feel like they might keep Zion, man. I don't know. I feel like they might keep Zion. I could be wrong. So Aaron Gordon, he doesn't understand why Denver has only one All-Star. End quote. I don't know why that is. Not entirely sure. That's a mystery to me. Period. Doesn't make sense. Period. End quote. Via at Harrison Wind. Who else should be an All-Star realistically on this team? Nobody else really performed like an All-Star besides Jokic. Jamal Murray was injured most of the time, and he was just kind of inconsistent. There was nobody besides Jokic that played like an All-Star on this team. And is Aaron Gordon really trying to push his own All-Star agenda? Like, come on. Jamal Murray's been too injury-prone this year, and he's been inconsistent at times. So Danilo Gallinari is set to join either the Los Angeles Clippers or the Milwaukee Bucks, per NBA insider Pat Bev. NBA insider Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly is a source now, apparently. I guess he announced his own trade, too. He had 100% action on the trade deadline. Clippers get another shooting big, I guess. Wouldn't be blown away by Danilo Gallinari, however. So, Stephen Marbury, via Ball Don't Stop, he said, Shai is already the best Canadian basketball player ever. He's got to do something in the playoffs, though, first, multiple times. Steve Nash would like a word there, Mr. Marbury. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs. He needs to make the conference finals, win championship, or win, say, like, back-to-back MVPs, a championship for that team to say he's the best Canadian basketball player ever. So Aaron Holiday talked about Jalen Brunson's controversial, foul in that game, the Rockets-Knicks. He said, end quote, he did bump me. He bumped me in my chest, period, end quote. Aaron Holiday on Jalen Brunson's controversial foul. He thinks we don't have eyes. This dude's literally like LeBron James lying. He didn't hit him in the chest. What a liar. It's like, no, it's not a foul. Like, he didn't hit him in the damn chest. So, Danny Green defends Klay Thompson, end quote. Klay's getting a lot of hell on social media, which is nuts. This is guys earn the right to have a rough year once in a while. He's had a great decade-long playing career. Bad years happen sometimes. He's getting old. 2 major injuries. I'm not surprised. And he really hasn't accepted defeat until, like, last week. Torn ACL, Achilles, he's getting old, bad shot selection, just mental errors. It's all part of that. So Ty Lue talks about PJ Tucker. And quote, when you got guys like PJ who have another year left on his deal, he can ride off into the sunset. He's 70 years old, but he wants to play. He wants to compete. And so you understand that you want guys like that, Ty Lue and PJ Tucker. Yeah, he's never seen the court ever again. He's 70 years old. That's funny. He caught a stray, yeah. He basically said, stop bitching, old man. Yeah, he ain't seen it in the court ever again. Giannis is not really competing in the three-point contest in the future. Never say never, because I really believe in my hard work. I believe I'll work my butt off. You never know, man. Maybe when I'm older and I can't move the same and I can't go through people and getting into the paint, maybe I'll start shooting more threes. Dude, he would have the worst three-point contest performance in history. Okay, buddy. It's like, no, that meme, or whatever it is, a meme. Nobody, and that 1-for-1 attention. It's like Giannis. Hey, I bet he could beat Dame in a three-point contest right now with how Damian Lillard's shooting. He's shooting like 29%, and y'all are shooting like 4% better. So, Kristaps Porzingis on this year's Boston Celtics team, end quote, some things are done differently at a much higher standard than on other teams that I've been on, period, end quote. They have that winning mentality, and it's called that winning culture. So, Western Conference exec on the Atlanta Hawks, end quote, I think they would love to trade Trey. Okay. Yeah, Rob Pelinka, you're not slick, buddy. We know it's you. Send him to San Antonio. Him and Wemby would literally be a perfect fit. And I think he can be a number 1 option. It's just the team's not good. Will they trade him? I don't know, but I feel like they could get some good draft capital. Will they do it? I'm not gonna say here I think they will. PJ Tucker is looking for the Clippers to free him, but it's not willing to accept a buyout. I feel like I didn't have to go through this. I didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask for it, and I didn't demand a trade to be here. So let me get this straight. You want to leave, and the trade deadline's already passed, but you also don't want to buy it, which is the only way to leave. You got, like, bench players out here saying, free me in 2024. Like, is the man retarded? This is going to be the least awarded role player of all time. This is actually how the NBA works, buddy. If the trade deadline is passed, the only way you can leave is if you get bought out. Let's get a Pandeo face here for PJ Tucker. So Kyle Kuzma says scoring a lot of points on a bad team doesn't move him. And quote, I'm building great habits. It's not about scoring, it's about the other things. Trying to score 25, 30 points a night on a bad team doesn't really move me. It's all about growth, defensive strides, helping other guys get better on the team, and just to prove my own court presence. Yeah, alright, Kyle Kuzma. Alright, buddy. You're literally a shot chucker. Building great habits. Buddy, your team's won like 10 games this season. Just sit down. So an Eastern Conference executive, Donovan Mitchell, quote, there's no doubt he's leaving once his contract ends. Holy shit. I see this every month. Can the media stop right now? The Cavs he's literally in the top 10 in the MVP ranking with the hottest team in the Eastern Conference behind the Boston Celtics in the East. It's just comical at this point. Like, I swear this gets posted like every week. Hey, just stop. So, Nick Young, Swaggy Poo, he says Jason Tatum is the MVP. I've never seen someone get so disrespected on live. How do y'all keep on the Joker and all these other people over him? I mean, it's simple as this. If you take Tatum off the Celtics, they're still an amazing team. If you take Jokic off Denver, SGA off OKC, or Luka off Dallas, they get significantly worse. It's simple as that, Nick Young. And a center averaging what? A triple-double is really good. People within the Dallas Mavericks were turned off by Grant Williams' yapping. And he was probably not in good shape per ESPN McMahon. I would say one of the ways that Grant Williams rubbed people the wrong way, the yapping. Oh, what? We have a yapper. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a yapper, Grant Williams. Yapper! And obviously that's the kind of part of it with him, which is charmingly obnoxious if he's productive, and it's grating when he's not. But he didn't report in good shape, and Grant Williams not in good shape is not a good defender. Imagine getting traded for being fat, basically getting told you're fat, and then yapping. They literally told him to shut the fuck up, get off this team. I had to check this again to see if this is actually legit. Wonder what he actually said. So Anthony Slater, if LeBron James has wandering eyes in the summer, or if Kevin Durant does, or if Paul George is going to be a free agent at this point, the Warriors will be in on that conversation because I think they want a legitimate star wing next to Steph Curry, Anthony V. Slater. Don't think it's going to happen. The Warriors just won't do it. I don't think they will. I mean, Draymond and Curry might want it, but the Warriors feels like they don't make big moves. So Candace Parker says the Miami Heat picked on Jalen Brunson in the playoffs last year. The second round, especially on the defensive end, Miami picked on him a great deal, and Jimmy Butler was in fact the best player on the court. And my thing was basically, there was no slight on Jalen Brunson. I think he makes everybody around him better. I think he makes everybody better around him. I think he makes winning plays. Jalen Brunson was cooking all series, and that's what she talks about. I swear, these freaking media people hate Jalen Brunson. Candace Parker didn't learn her lesson. First time she did this and played victim after. Candace Parker, you suck at television. She doesn't understand why it's on basketball court. Mike Conley believes Rudy Gobert's impact matches that of superstars such as LeBron James and Stephen Curry. I think he's not treated like a superstar because he doesn't do the superstar things offensively like LeBron and Steph do, but he has the same impact on a game. People game plan for him like they game plan for others. I mean, yeah, I feel like he's a solid player. I don't think this is remotely accurate, but a good teammate advocating for his players. Daryl Morey reportedly contacted the Phoenix Suns to inquire about the availability of Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker, and also reached out to the Lakers to check on LeBron James, and he went over 4. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, am I right? Bro, does this dude think he's playing my league? Trying to get all these players? Jesus Christ. So the NBA fined PJ Tucker per Shams here. Now we got to him $75,000 for public trade demand. They basically said, who cares, stop bitching. So we have some news from last night. Pistons center / forward Isaiah Stewart punched Phoenix's Drew Eubanks in the back tunnels of the Suns Arena last night. It's unclear what sparked the altercation. The NBA is expected to receive the footage review last night. This is the first report. And then they were going chest to chest before a swing to Eubanks' face connected, sources say. Both were separated. And there was police present involved. And apparently, he was arrested, yes. The Phoenix police statement, Isaiah Stewart. Stewart was arrested for assault and issued a citation. He was released, but the investigation remains active. That's crazy, dude. Isaiah Stewart, man, he might need some counseling like Mr. Draymond. I mean, you just can't do this type of crap if you're an NBA player. I mean, it's just unacceptable by Mr. Stewart, I thought. Pelicans say Dyson Daniels is to be reevaluated in 4 weeks after surgery. on his meniscus tear, so hopefully he can come back this year, which I think he'll be able to. But yeah, it's all to say here, really, for the NFL. I mean, NBA news. So until next time, Elk White. Peace.